Hello, Tab Nation. It's your boy Tom, and today, as you obviously can see already, we're going to be doing Lua, which is very popular when it comes to gaming in Roblox. That's what it's used for the most part, I believe. At least that's what's made it, famous and popular. But it can be used for other stuff too. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and show you how to download and install and test this out. So obviously this link is going to be in the description below. This is their download page for their main website. There's different ways you can download on here, but by far the easiest is probably doing it this way. It's just kind of weird that this is kind of off by itself, like with no heading or anything. But it's just, if you don't have the time to compile yourself, get the binary. So that's the way we're going to do it. I just find that one to be the most convenient, to be honest. So you click that, you're on this page. Over here you can see download, so you're going to click that. And then you're just going to, depending on what version you're going to plan to be using, pick that category and then what operating system. For some reason Mac is not available. Is that for everyone? I guess Mac just hasn't been updated in a while, so it looks like it's an older version only if you're using Mac OS. But we're using Windows, and more than likely you're going to have Windows 64 as your computer, but that's up to you. I don't know what your computer you're using. But we're going to download this zip file. It's going to take us to SourceForge, and it's just going to download. We'll download it to the desktop, make it simple. There we go. Now we're going to right-click and depending on how you extract files, do that. You can do extract here. It doesn't come in a folder, which is kind of weird. It wasn't set up properly, honestly, in my opinion. So we're just going to go ahead and say extract to. And there we go. There's our file. So we can double click. And we see all our stuff we got here. So this is basically the main executable, so it has executables, the DLL, but this is what runs your code. This is, the compiler or whatever, interpretator. So yeah, but the first thing we want to do is, got some freezing going on there, is you can leave this wherever you want, but because it's actually like an executable and a program and everything, I recommend going into your C drive, like here, go into program files, and putting it in here, and maybe even renaming it to just be Lua, like I've already done here. So as you see, if we go into here, it's the exact same thing that we got. We're using version 54, just so you know. But yeah, I recommend just putting it into your program files. It just kind of makes sense. Rename it just to be simpler, because this name's kind of just a little long and has like gibbet Windows 64 bin, but you can leave it how you want. It's up to you. To each his own. So, now we're going to open Command Prompt. And in Command Prompt, we're going to type in Lua and the version. So we're using 54, I said, right? Yeah, 54. So, well, 5.4, but it just goes by 54. Push Enter. Now, as you see, we got an error here saying that it's not recognized as an internal or external command. There's two ways to fix this. One is you can restart your computer, which is by far the simplest. But, depending on how fast your computer restarts, and maybe you don't want to close all your browser tabs and whatnot, this is the other way to do it without having to restart. So, open up and go to Settings. You can type it or just click the icon in your menu down there. You couldn't see it on my screen. And the fastest way here is just type by E and V for environmental, or environment. And we want to go to Edit the System Environment Variables. So we're going to click that. We get a little pop-up. Automatically, it goes to Advanced. We can close this window out. And we're going to go down here to the bottom, Environmental Variables. Click that. And down here's what we're looking for. That should not be there, actually. So we're actually looking for path. So just simply path. There's another path one, but we want path. And so, yeah, highlight that. Click Edit. And these are all the paths on our computer for running stuff. As you see, like I got like Java, some Oculus stuff, random stuff like that. But we obviously, this is a new, so we need to push new. It's going to create a cursor down here. You can type it in manually or copy and paste, but browse is by far the simplest way, obviously. So now we are going to navigate to our system, our program files, which, why can't I see? Oh, there we are. C drive, program files. So once again, just depends on where you put it. This is where I like to put it, and we're looking for Lua. And you don't have to go into it. Obviously, you can't here, because we just need the folder. We don't need the actual executable, because it'll find it itself. We just need where the folder's located, which obviously, like I said, you can't go into it. So we're going to push OK. And as you see, it has now been added. So now we're going to push OK. Because we're done. Push OK again. You can push OK here. And we're back at our command prompt. So watch this. We're going to do Lua 54 again. It's still not going to work. That's because you actually need to open up a new command prompt. So just close that out. Open a new one. And we're going to go ahead and type in Lua 54. And voila! It's now working. It's showing us the copyright, the website, and the version that we currently have. Now, obviously, 54 is what I have. Depending on what version you got or the time of this video, you're going to have to pick something different. So, now, let's do Hello World. So, sorry. So, as you see, this is already being activated. I don't have my file path here, or CD. It's actually basically ready for code input. So we're going to do, I believe it's print, and in parentheses, it's hard to type with a mic in front of my face, hello world, and close that off with quotations and parentheses. And we're going to go ahead and press enter. And if it works, it'll display whatever you set it to print. So as you see, it says hello world. Let me enlarge that a little bit for you all. So yeah, and that is how you install and do Hello World in command prompt. If you all want to see more on this video on how to actually like code, maybe create files, and start learning how to do this and create maybe a simple Roblox game, hit the like button, and I will definitely be following up on this, doing a second version. This is just kind of a very basic first time install in Hello World. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, hit the like button. It lets me know what you like, and subscribe. I'm doing 1-2 videos every week, doing with coding, automation usually in auto hotkeys, but like in this video, we branch out from time to time so you can expand your horizons, see what's out in the world, be part of a conversation, and understanding kind of what's going on. Alright everybody, I will see you all on the next one.